Hi there, my dear friends, and welcome to my channel. So, a few months ago, I had purchased a few things at the My Favorite Things online store, and one of the things that I purchased was a rainbow die. I've always wanted to have a rainbow die because I've tried that circle nesting, the nesting circle dies to make my rainbows, but it's just not quite the same. So I'm really happy to get this one. Now the die comes with a solid one and then one that has lines where you can cut that out and then layer it over each other. And so with the whole block, I just cut that out with white cardstock, and then the one where different layers or different lines, I cut that out in various colors, and I used a adhesive backed cardstock stack from Die Cuts with a View for that, so it'll be easy since the strips or the lines are kind of skinny. I thought that having the back side already have adhesive on it will be easier for me, and I used the traditional rainbow colors for that. So I have Roy G. Biv here, and I'm just stacking them, and I'm gonna make a few of these now. I made a couple that has the traditional colors, and then one that and then a few rainbows that just have like just regular or just basically leftover of the strips. And I'm gonna show you three cards that I created using this rainbow die. I just wanted to play with this rainbow die since I've this kind of new to me, and then I thought that I would turn on the camera and take you guys along. So the first card is again your kind of traditional rainbow. I am going to I also die cut a few background pieces with using the scallop rectangle die, and so that's going to be my background for all of my cards. I'm starting off with a white piece because I wanted to use or I wanted to create clouds in the background, and so that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm covering up the sides of it, which is washi. Of course you can use some painter's tape or masking tape for this, but I only have the washi for in my stash, and so that's what I'm using here. And then I'm using some tumbled glass distress ink and a blending brush to just create the clouds. This stencil is from Simon Says Stamp, and it's just a cloud stencil, and I love it because it creates beautiful cloud backgrounds. I haven't tried the inside where, you know, as you can see, there's that cloud shape, but I do like the border one. And as you can see on the top left, or top right rather, I have a few rainbows already done. So there's one that has the purple on the inside, and then I flipped that color scheme and had the purple on the outside. And I'm actually going to use the one that has the purple on the outside just because I thought that that was kind of a nice color. So that's what I'm going to be using here. But I know that like in the traditional rainbow, the purple is on the bottom. So I also have a stamp set. I can't remember what this is. I think this was like a recollections one, but it says happy birthday, wishing you what does it say? Wishing you rainbow something. Wishing you rainbow and eternal happiness. So I thought that was fitting for the rainbow. And then I decided to stamp a few of those because I really didn't know what kind of cards I was going to make. And I've kind of been the mass producing cards kind of mentality right now. So I wanted to kind of do my cards in a not Streamline Fashion. I'm sorry, it's so early here and I wanted to get some voiceovers done. And so I think my brain is not totally awake yet. I hope that it will be awake before I finish this voiceover. But anyways, so now that my background is done, it's all about adding or adhering them now. So I decided to adhere, of course, the rainbow with some fun foam. I thought that it would be nice to have it a little bit lifted and have a little bit of a dimension on the piece. And then that's going to go in the center of my card. I really love the subtleness of that, the clouds on the background piece there. So I'm going to try to center this as much as I can on the card, and I'm using my T-square ruler for that. And then I'm also going to see where I could put the sentiment. But before that, I feel like the rainbow is missing something. So I'm going to pull out my cloud punch from Fiskars and just punch a couple of clouds. But this is stark white. So I feel like it needed a little bit more color. So I'm going to pull out some more of the tumbled glass and then just rub or blend a few of that color just around the clouds on the outskirts, just so that it will have some color and it's not stark white. And then I'm going to add the bottom piece, or I'm going to add some fun foam on the bottom piece of it, just because I know that I will be tucking the top part of it on the edges of the rainbow. And then I'm also going to be adhering the sentiment block that I matted with black with some fun foam. And then to finish this card off, I will add a few clear rhinestones in a few different places and then call it good. So this specific design could be mass produced, of course, but I'm going to do a few different things with the rainbow dies just to kind of see how versatile it is, because that's something that I like to do with my card products, especially with dies and stamps. I want to see what kind of things I could do with it. So with this one, I had a lot of leftovers of the strips, but I didn't have a lot of the backing, and so I just added them here just to kind of, I don't know, see if they look good. Now I like the arch or the different colored arches, but those kind of half ones, half moons, or slices, I don't know what you call them, just didn't work well. But I felt like there was a lot of empty spaces, so if I were to do this again, I would definitely remove those quarter pieces. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the description box below if it worked or if it doesn't. I'm kind of going with a geometric style, and I don't know, the quarter pieces just didn't work out for me. But by the time I decided that I don't like them, it's already stuck there, and I didn't want to pull it out, because then I would pull out my background piece with all the rest of the strips. So I just stuck them there. I did die cut the word hello a few times on black cardstock, and I just used scraps, and then I put that as my sentiment, and that's basically my card. I will add some glitter pen on all of the items here, all of the die cut pieces, and they turn out really good with all of the glitter because of the Nuvo drops. Now here I was pressing it and I couldn't see it coming out, and then all of a sudden it came out on my desk, and I don't have a pattern or like a paper towel to wipe it down, and I was just kind of in a hurry, and so I was just wiping out with my fingers. So I am a messy crafter, as you can see, but it's all good. At least it didn't get onto my piece or my card, so I'm okay with that. I will just clean that up later on. So we are on card number 3, and this is the last one that I will be showing you the process for. I have a fourth one, which is basically the same as my first card, but using a blue cardstock, and I use kind of a grayish tone distress ink to make my clouds. Now with this one, I kind of wanted to create some kind of like, I don't know, a circle but cut in half, and so that's why I used the same strips for the top and the bottom, and then just flipped one of them going like facing up so that it will look like a cut or a circle cut in half. Of course, it's not quite a circle because of the way the rainbow is, but it's still fine. So that's something that you can do with your rainbow die as well. Now, I didn't do this on camera, but I also cut out a watermelon from this die. Basically what I did was I added a couple, like the two outer lines I put green, and then the rest of the lines I used red, and then I used my Nuvo drops, no, not Nuvo, yeah, my Nuvo black drops to create like the seeds for the watermelon, and it turned out really cute. But I was kind of running out of steam, and so I didn't make a card with it. Plus I don't have a sentiment, I don't know, a catchy sentiment to match the watermelon look, and I only had one as well, so I figured that if I were to make a watermelon card, I needed a few more. And so I'm just gonna do that another day. But so those are some of the ideas that I thought that would be cool to do with a rainbow die. I hope that you got some inspirations from these 3 cards that I created. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave it in the comment section below. And if you like these videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And I hope that I will be able to make more of these kinds of videos next time, especially when I have a new product, just to kind of show you what my thoughts are when I purchased it. Again, like I said earlier, I like to buy products that I could make a lot of things from it, and so this is one of the things that, or one of the dies that I thought that would be nice to show how you can make many cards with just one die. I will catch you guys another day. Bye.